You're trash for that. So, power.
Mm-hmm.
The energy drink that enhances sexual performance.
Oh yeah.
Ugandan guy took it, and then he had an erection for 6 hours.
Says he took it. Allegedly took it.
Allegedly. And then, as a response, our Bureau of Standards has decided that the sale and consumption of this should be stopped until they conduct investigations and shit, which they already did. Because Zabs doesn't just let you sell something without clearing it in your lab, in their labs.
See what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
Zambia, man.
It's like, do we have all the information with what this Ugandan guy did?
We don't.
And on top of that, I could even go as far as saying it might be a conspiracy. This is conspiracy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy, where some guys in Uganda trying to
Something similar.
Power is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
It's got the major market share, so to get it the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Have a dude say I had an erection for 6 hours because I took
Yeah.
the Zambian shit.
Yeah.
Take it back. Don't bring it here.
Absolutely.
And then we go as far as banning it here, like banning the sale of it until they want to do a reassessment of the product, which is crazy to me. Like we should be able to stand our ground and say, yo, this shit is fine. Like, come to Zambia, let us examine. Like, give us a sample of whatever you had. What did you take it with? What did you eat before? Did they ask these questions?
No, they didn't.
They just decided to ban it because it was just something that happened outside the country. That's crazy to me.
It's dumb. Don't call it crazy. It's dumb.
Wow.
Zabs made a dumb decision. Look.
No one's ever complained about that here.
Nobody.
No one.
Zimbabwe cleared it.
Yeah.
Last year. They cleared it.
Yeah.
It's being sold there. Malawi cleared it.
Yeah. It's a good product.
It's a good product. This is information that Zabs has, bruh.
Yeah.
They have this information. So how are you going to take one story from one nigga in one country?
In Kampala or some shit.
We don't even give a shit about Uganda. We don't even, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
What the hell does Uganda have? I don't give a damn about Uganda. And some random nigga probably popped a couple of Viagras.
Probably.
And then he was like, yo, my dick not going up. Shit, what am I do? Take some power. And then he probably had like 3 bottles and shit.
Probably.
And then,
he was wanting it to happen real quick or some shit, And then you see when it's like when the source says they might, because when you ban it, you're saying they might be a problem with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the people that you're exporting it to would be like, wait a minute, you're like stopping the sale of this shit, so we're probably not going to buy this shit from you anymore. So now you affect somebody's business. And I didn't even know that this product was as big as it is. Like it's impacting markets like outside Zambia. I just thought it was just here. So,
bruh, it's in ShopRite.
It's in ShopRite.
It's in ShopRite.
I've never seen it in ShopRite.
So you telling me
which aisle is that? Where do they keep
you telling
power?
Me that ShopRite Checkers, that probably one of the biggest supermarkets in Africa.
Do they still call it Checkers?
ShopRite.
No, that's some old school shit. Checkers? Nobody calls it that anymore.
Okay, they're part of the Checkers thingy, isn't it?
I don't know, bro. Whatever.
Yeah, because there's Checkers supermarkets in SA and whatever. So the thing is, Zed, you think that these guys, right? I think there's obviously a process, right?
Yeah.
For you to have your product sold in a supermarket like that.
Yeah.
All right. It's like my associate pastor at church was telling me about how, because
your associate pastor be going hard, man.
He sells beans and popcorn, right? And he was like, yo, I actually wanted because he's farming now, seriously. It's like, I want to get my beans and my popcorn in Pick and Pay. And he was saying it's like the list of the things that I had to do and the documents that I had to submit just to get approval from these guys, because it's like these guys are white, you know what I mean? They had the ones who had to approve this shit, and they are detailed about this shit. So I would think it's the same thing, especially for something that says it enhances your sexuality for something that's in ShopRite.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's some random manager who says it's like, okay, no, just put it in here, put it in the fridge.
Yeah. Of course not.
You know what I mean?
It has to be
There's a process.
vetted and stuff.
It has to be vetted. Probably through documents that you had with Zabs and all of those different things. I'm sure you submitted that and it was given approval to go in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, so you are letting this product be sold. You as Zabs are letting this product be sold on the Zambian market. Right? And then when one guy cries wolf in Uganda, you say, okay, no, stop selling it. So that means you didn't test it. Yeah. That's what it says.
Basically. That's what it is. But we know they did. You know what I mean? And it just, like I said, just doesn't show confidence in our stuff. It makes it look like, oh, like we're not sure.
Yeah.
We checked it, but maybe there's something wrong with it. Like, come on, man.
You could even have said, we're conducting an investigation.
Yeah.
Done your investigation and come back and said, it's like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Why did you have to say stop selling it?
Yeah.
And then when you stop selling it, who suffers? Uganda?
I know, right?
So that means there's a guy who loads and offloads who's not working.
Yeah, true.
Who's not paying his bills. It's freaking January. He's not paying his school fees.
True.
You know? Takudis. It's like, what's the owner of the beverage company supposed to do? It's like I'm not selling. How am I supposed to pay you? I'm not selling. So everything is on hold.
That's bad for business.
That's bad for business.
Yeah. When stuff is not moving, you have all this product, you can't move it. It's just
and then
there.
again, you also have that little dent on your name. It's like, look, they stopped selling it because it was said that this. Yeah. You know?
And
you don't want that.
And something like this, I feel like the best way to deal with it is let's talk about it. Let's not put out all this shit out there. Yeah. Let's sit down and have a conversation, you know? Because it's like Coca-Cola. They get complaints all the time.
Yeah.
But you never hear it go out on like major platforms and shit. Because they sit down with the individual and say, oh, let's see what the problem is. Yeah. And here's a little money.
Yeah.
That's that. You hush it because you don't want to put a chink in the armor of this, company that's selling this. You know. So that's crazy.
I don't get it.
And one of our friends, I remember one time, we're out drinking. He's super crazy. You know him, of course.
All right.
Our guy. Mercedes guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but one time we were chilling.
I do.
And this nigga is with a girl who he's trying to get it on with later on. They have their own agreement, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's pouring that power shit into his drink.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Right in front of the girl.
Right in front of the girl. I'm like...
Yeah.
My nigga, like... So...
You could do that like on the side, you know what I mean?
I'm like, oh shit. So like you're just about your business. Like she just knows that this shit is about to go down.
She's about to get it. She's about to get it.
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, that was wild. I mean, I saw that. I was like, okay. And she's okay with all of this?
And she's cool. And she just smiled and, just kept it moving. I'm like, wow.
That's crazy. For me, that was so...
some other level of like confidence, man.
And the thing is, I mean, I was listening to radio, listening to our radio station, the radio station I work for, rather. I think just after the news broke and whatever, and people were asked to call in. So it's like, call in if you've ever taken power and had a problem like this, and the majority of people who called in. Everybody actually who called in said, I've never had a problem with it. It's actually great for me. I actually like it. I use it. And I have no problem with it. You know what I mean?
Niggas
and I think those are the type of things that you need to hear. Yeah. It's like, if you use it, let us know. Hit us up on our Facebook page. Do this and that. Give us your testimonial about how you used it. Have you ever had any problems? Heart palpitations? Whatever it is.
Look, it's like you're not going to stopped selling condoms because one of them burst.
Bro, yeah. So
And
dumb
now
shit.
his girl was pregnant. So let's halt
Let's hold the
production because this shit happened. Like, nah, maybe he didn't wear it properly.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't pop the bubble out and shit. You know what I mean?
Squeeze the bubble.
He didn't squeeze the bubble. You gotta squeeze the bubble.
You gotta squeeze the bubble. You know what I mean? Otherwise, 9 months later, somebody's gonna be squeezing out something.
And on that note, we're done.
We're done.